From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good morning and happy Friday. We still are tracking the Williams mine fire in southwestern Yakima County, but we had a new large fire pop up yesterday, that being the Canyon Fire in southern Morrow County. We'll get to that one in a second, but first, there is a lot to talk about with the Williams mine fire in that the northern flank of the fire went crazy yesterday, and the setup's going to be pretty similar today in that it's going to be pretty hot, pretty dry. Okay, on to the Canyon Fire. Earlier this morning, I said I thought that maybe Road Canyon Road was a typo, but no, that's the name of the road. Road Canyon Road near Three Rock Creek in Morrow County. And this is in the blues. It's pretty sparsely populated area, but we'll still track it. It's 190 acres. We don't know much about containment at this point in time. Here's the bottom line for the forecast as we move forward through time. The heat wave is going to continue right through Sunday. The heat advisory is still in place for today. We do have small thunderstorm chances for Saturday and Sunday. That'll pose another risk for fires to start and spread quickly. But into next week, it could be happy fall, y'all. I don't know. We'll have to see. And I'll touch on all aspects of this forecast coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, crash after crash in the Tri-Cities impacted drivers during their afternoon commute. We have the details on all of them.
And youth gang violence is a big problem in Yakima County, but the community is helping tackle the problem by creating a task force. We've got the details.
And still ahead, an update on the man accused in the shootings along I-5 in King and Pierce counties. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, September 6th. Jessica, any plans for the weekend?
No, but I did hear Josh say almost happy fall, y'all. So I'm excited about that. I think this might be our last really hot week. And then I'm hoping it's really crispy and cool and getting in that Halloween season. Yeah. I'm gonna, manifest it. That's what I'm gonna do this morning.
Okay, do that.
Also this morning, we're gonna start off with your top stories, and we're starting off with an update in a homicide investigation out of Yakima.
The police department has arrested a suspect in the murder of 30-year-old Tolerance Jackson on August 23rd. So last week, the Yakima Valley Association of Faith Communities held a moment of blessing for Jackson at the corner of North 18th Avenue and Willow Street, where he was shot and killed.
Authorities say they have arrested a 32-year-old man at a home in Yakima and are hoping to charge him with murder. People who knew and cared for Jackson say that while he had his struggles, he was loved and he will be missed.
Youth gang violence is a serious problem in Yakima County, which has had more than a handful of gang-related homicides, either perpetrated by young people or involving teenage victims.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us community partners are revitalizing a task force designed to reduce youth gang activity.
In 2018, the city of Yakima got $150,000 in grant funding from the state to create the Gang Reduction and Intervention Task Force, or GRIT for short, a team made up of community partners.
Such as ESD 105 and the Yakima School District, Conference of Mental Health, and OIC, Yakima Police Department, Yakima County Commissioners, Yakima County Prosecutor's Office.
Working toward a shared goal.
To try to stop youth from entering gangs and then taking part in them.
Initial funding put toward bringing partners together and mentorship programs.
Bring together people that were either had been in gangs and that had gotten out of them, and that we were asking to help really work on those youths that were involved in gangs to get them out of gangs.
An additional $230,000 in federal grant money put toward a 3-year Yakima Youth Leadership Program in local middle schools, partnering with ESD 105 to bring in education advocates for the participants. But several years later, with no more grant funding,
we kind of slowed down and it just kind of stalled.
Now the Yakima City Council voting to transfer oversight of the GRIT program over to its steering committee.
We're re-energizing GRIT, and without money, we're trying to make sure that we move forward.
The steering committee says they're currently working to bring in more partners that will help them with their efforts moving forward. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And we're turning to fire news now. Fire officials are investigating the cause of a fire that happened on Bateman Island yesterday afternoon. The fire broke out around 3 p.m. It spread quickly due to the dry and windy conditions.
Kennewick Fire, Benton County Fire District 4, and Richland Police were just a few of the agencies at the scene. We're working to learn more, and we'll bring you an update on the story at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Now to a few crashes that snarled the afternoon commute in Tri-Cities yesterday. Here's a rollover crash that impacted traffic during rush hour in Pasco.
It happened on Interstate 182 just before the Broadmoor Road 100 exit. This crash caused traffic to be backed up from Road 100 to the Queensgate exit in Richland. State Route 240 was also backed up from the Pasco exit to the Columbia Center Boulevard exit. While first responders were dealing with that crash, there was another one, this one at the bridge just before the George Washington Way exit on I-182 in the westbound lanes. This crash backed up traffic to the Road 68 exit. Only one smashed car was at the scene, with Washington State Patrol directing traffic. Injuries are unknown at this time. And at the same time, Kennewick Police and Kennewick Fire were dealing with this rollover crash that happened on Skagit Avenue. Kennewick Fire officials tell us a car turned onto Skagit from North Edison too fast and tried to avoid a car backing out of its driveway. The two cars crashed and one of them flipped. A driver's leg was injured, but first responders say he will be okay. In community event news this morning, the Grace Kitchen's biggest fundraiser of the year is coming up. The Grace Gala happens October 25th at 6 p.m. at the Three Rivers Convention Center in Kennewick. It is the third annual gala where the community raises money to support the women in employment at the Grace Kitchen. The Grace Kitchen is a nonprofit that gives survivors of trafficking, addiction, homelessness, and poverty the opportunity to get a job and learn important job and life skills. 75% of the kitchen's funding comes from the community through this fundraiser, while the other 25% of the operating budget is funded through the kitchen's pasta and catering program.
But we really see these as tools to build confidence for the women we serve. We have a heavy focus on professional development because our 18-month program actually graduates women into full-time living wage jobs so they can rise out of poverty and stand on their own 2 feet and break those cycles of trafficking and gang affiliation and addiction in our city.
Bookwalter is the gala's wine sponsor, and Amanda Lorraine, the founder of the Grace Kitchen, says it will be a lovely evening to get dressed up and also hear from the guest speaker. And that's Father Greg Boyle, who's the founder of the largest gang intervention employment program in the world. Again, the event is Friday, October 25th at 6 p.m. in Kennewick. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, new findings on the use of e-cigarettes by teenagers. We tell you what the National Youth Tobacco Survey has found, coming up in your health headlines. But first, Josh will have your weather forecast. Keep it here. We will be right back.
It only happens once a year. Steve Hun Kia's summer clearance sale. So don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Can take advantage of Steve Hun all-wheel drive sale. All with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hun Kia.com.
Bad sleep.
Oh, the worst.
You know, there's really no excuse for bad sleep. During the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $100 off our Doctor's Choice Original lineup and up to $200 off our Doctor's Choice Hybrid lineup. Check out the Summit, just $299.99. Or get 60 months, no interest, and free shipping. Hurry, the extended Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
My mom.
Soccer is my life. I've been playing for as long as I can remember. Scoring goals, hanging with my friends, the travels, it's really fun. Before hitting the field, there's this tradition I have, grabbing snacks. Pre-game feel, you know? Whether it's gearing up for an away game or it's a quick stop, my Hapo debit card is always with me. Just like my teammates trust me on the field, my mom trusts me to make smart choices off the field. Where do you, Credit Union?
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MSA 60 CB battery chainsaw and save $50 on the VGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL.
Enjoy bowling here at Triple Play, where fun is always in season. French fries are fun, which is always in season here at Triple Play. Speaking of fun, did you know it's always in season at Triple Play?
Dude, what's with dropping the tagline?
The marketing ladies wanted me to push it.
What did they offer ya?
5 pizzas.
Gonna share, right?
Of course.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Oh, thanks.
It only happens once a year. Steve Hunt Kia's summer clearance sale, so don't get stuck in the slush. Bring any trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, and take advantage of Steve Hunt all-wheel drive sale. All with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Steve Hunt Kia.com.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
West, okay, so this is where the wildfire smoke is currently. This map definitely looks a lot more vivid, a lot more bright, as opposed to what we've been getting kind of used to over the past couple weeks. And we'll put this into motion over the next couple days. And again, where you see the brighter colors and the warmer colors, that's where you get some of the thicker smoke and haze. So as we put this into motion, this is 5 p.m. a little bit later today. It's mainly going to be around the immediate periphery of our viewing area, in which we'll see some of the worst air quality for today. But I want you to especially pay attention to tomorrow, specifically into the late evening. Now, keep in mind that these models can be pretty finicky, so this is not set in stone. This is just an idea, and this model's idea is that a lot of thick smoke could be put into Morrow County late into Saturday evening. So if you suffer from a pre-existing respiratory illness, and if you live in Morrow County, wouldn't be the worst idea to have the N95 mask on hand for tomorrow. Let's take things back to this morning. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s. I think most of us probably need some sort of a light jacket out there, but overall it's pretty comfortable. A little bit later today, more t-shirt weather as we continue to find ourselves in the midst of this heat wave. We're going to be about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll continue to be just about as hot for Saturday and Sunday, but into next week we have a big time pattern flip. I'm talking about changes to rain chances and more specifically to temperatures. So you'll want to stay tuned for that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. In a health alert this morning, experts are sounding the alarm as thousands of drug manufacturing plants are overdue for FDA inspections. The Associated Press has found roughly 2,000 pharmaceutical manufacturing firms have gone without an inspection since before the pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic is being blamed for the backlog as it shut down inspections worldwide. The overdue plants make hundreds of critical medicines, including antibiotics, blood thinners, and cancer therapies.
The failure of the FDA's Office of Pharmaceutical Quality to go out and inspect these establishments is a public health concern. We need the FDA to conduct these inspections, or we need some other mechanism to ensure the safety and efficacy of these medicines.
Most of the overdue plants are in the U.S., but more than 340 are in India and China, countries that together make up the largest source of drug ingredients used in low-cost U.S. prescriptions. E-cigarette use among teenagers is at its lowest level in a decade. That's according to data from the National Youth Tobacco Survey published by the CDC and the FDA yesterday. Students in grades 6 through 12 were surveyed at the end of the 2023 to 2024 school year. About 1.6 million of them reported currently using e-cigarettes. That's about a 25% drop from the previous year. Usage is down even further from 2016, when more than 5 million students were using the nicotine products. Students were considered to be current users if they reported using a tobacco product within the past 30 days. Experts say it's encouraging to see tobacco use among teens dropping, but warn any amount of tobacco use is unsafe. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, YouTube announces new tools rolling out that will help tackle the misuse of AI. Details coming up in your business headlines. Stay with us.
Say less, get more. Buy one, get one for $1. Choose from Bacon McDouble, McChicken, McDouble, or Hot and Spicy McChicken. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral.
Did you know? Occupational medicine focuses on the prevention and treatment of work-related injuries. Astria Health works directly with employers to keep employees safe and business running. We offer pre-employment physicals, DOT physicals, drug and alcohol screenings, L&I exams, and work-related injury care. For more information, visit us online at astria.health. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture. Save like never before with discounts on all your favorite brands during the biggest sale of the season. Or enjoy 0% interest for 5 years and pay over time. But hurry, because these limited time offers end soon.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish living rooms, and quality dining sets are all on sale.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
Hash browns are the French fries of breakfast.
Who says it's not French fries that are the hash browns of lunch and dinner?
That's also true.
BOGO for $1. Choose from a sausage McMuffin, burrito, McGriddles, biscuit, or hash browns. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Usually when people knock on your doors, they're trying to sell you something, but we're actually here to give you money.
DSAMA is this month's winner of Volunteers Count.
We have fosters throughout the Tri-Cities. We have about 50 total. And so my home is usually the home where all the animals come in to sort of do, our intakes.
STCU honors volunteers in our community. To nominate someone, click on Volunteers Count at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Stacy Lee, KapKView First Alert Weather. Watch tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We still have this red flag warning that's in place for the Williams Mine fire. There was one in place yesterday, and that fire really took off, especially the northern flank of the fire. So just given it's going to be hot and dry again for today, we are expecting the potential of more active behavior from that fire. And yeah, we've established it's going to be hot. The heat advisory runs until 9 p.m. on Saturday, although there is a chance that this could get pushed back until Sunday. So for today, we'll be about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll be right around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, and in the sunshine, it's going to feel even hotter. There will be plenty of that for today. It's going to be some hazy sunshine, though, as the haze will increase as opposed to what we've seen over the past couple of weeks. And then for tonight, overnight lows mostly only falling down into the 60s. Where we do have 50s, they're very upper 50s. So another mild evening we have ahead of us. It's going to be another hot day for Saturday, just about as hot for Sunday. Maybe they extend that heat advisory into Sunday, but then it's just going to be a whole new world as we head into next week. Wednesday and Thursday will be about 5 to 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. So feeling pretty fall-like. That's going to coincide with some shower chances going up for Wednesday, maybe lasting into Thursday as well. But before we get to that, and in the midst of all this hot and dry weather, that's when we have these little thunderstorm chances. On Saturday for the Cascades, on Sunday, a more equal affair. And so the potential of lightning striking over very dry fuels, that's certainly going to pose a risk for fires to start and spread rather quickly. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. We'll be near 100 through Sunday, turning much cooler by midweek next week. And then for Yakima, small thunderstorm chances for Sunday. A cooler and wetter pattern overall sets in for next week. And then for Ellensburg, a very dangerous fire weather setup on Sunday with a chance for lightning. Also tracking very breezy conditions starting on Sunday. So it's going to be a double whammy when it comes to those fire conditions. Then for Hermiston, triple-digit heat possible Friday and Saturday. It'll feel like, again, a whole new season by the time we get to Wednesday. Then for Walla Walla, thunderstorm chances increasing for Sunday, trending much cooler after that with showers possible again by Wednesday and Thursday.
Thank you, Josh. In your business headlines this morning, 7-Eleven has rejected the multi-billion-dollar offer to merge with Circle K. The 7-Eleven chain is owned by Japan's Seven & i Holdings. It's indicated the $39 billion bid from the Canadian owner of Circle K was too low and that its global business was worth more. Analysts previously said the combining of the two would have controlled nearly a fifth of the U.S. convenience store market. In a statement today, Seven & i Holdings said it was open to sincerely consider any proposal in the best interests of its shareholders. Also, YouTube is tackling the potential misuse of content uploaded to the site. The video sharing platform announced plans for 2 tools that will detect and manage content created by artificial intelligence. The move comes after celebrities, including musicians and athletes, say they've seen their likeness digitally copied and altered, sometimes for sinister purposes. In a blog post, YouTube says the first of 2 AI detecting tools would target simulated singing voices, which could roll out in 2025. There's no timeline for the second tool, which would focus on AI-generated content showing faces. YouTube says it's also focused on preventing AI companies from taking material from the platform. A British luxury brand best known for its trench coats and handbags is no longer one of the UK's most valuable companies. Burberry is suffering a steep fall in value following a plunge in sales and profits. The company's poor performance is the reason it'll now drop out of Britain's main stock index, and that's according to the London Stock Exchange. The century-and-a-half-old fashion house is now valued at 56% less than it was worth last year. And spending on luxury goods has been slowing globally, hitting not only Burberry, but also higher-end brands. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we told you Anna Sorokin, also known as Anna Delvey, the fake German heiress, was announced to be on Dancing with the Stars. And that left many people confused because she's on house arrest. While we're learning she'll be sporting her ankle monitor while on the show. More details are coming up in your entertainment headlines.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Indulge in Legends Casino's seafood buffet experience. Discover a feast of premium crab legs, succulent shrimp, and an array of delectable ocean-inspired dishes. Elevate your evenings with Legends Seafood Buffet every Thursday and Saturday starting at 4 p.m.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Hey, Tri-Cities! It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. It's the final week of Dust Devils baseball in 2024, so don't miss your chance to catch a game and give me a high five. Friday, September 6th, it's Family Feast Night with $2 hot dogs and more, thanks to Atomic Dermatology. And a Rooster Tails jersey auction, thanks to BNSF Railway. On Saturday, we'll light up the September sky with fireworks, thanks to Cascade Natural Gas. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. This is the next generation of built Ford tough.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Yesterday, we told you about the contestants competing on the 33rd season of Dancing with the Stars.
We've learned some new developments about Anna Delvey, or Anna Sorokin. She will be competing in the season while wearing her ankle monitor. So we're going to backtrack and explain who Anna is because you may be unfamiliar with the name. So Anna Delvey Sorokin was convicted back in 2019 of grand larceny and other financial crimes after she pretended to be a German heiress with a trust fund.
In layman terms, she pretended to have a lot of money, became a socialite in the New York City scene, and fooled a lot of rich and powerful people. She served 2 years in prison and an additional 18 months detained by immigration authorities for overstaying her visa.
There have been documentaries on her case, and Netflix dramatized her story in the 2022 series called Inventing Anna. Recently, Sorokin has been living under house arrest in New York with an ankle monitoring device while she appeals her deportation order.
In the meantime, she says she has permission from U.S. Immigration and Customs to travel to L.A., where Dancing with the Stars is produced.
I want to know how that conversation went. Did she go to the officials and say, look, I want to be dancing?
This? Did Dancing with the Stars say this, or did she say she wanted to be a part of it? Who knows? I need more information. We need to find out more information.
Yeah, I got to dig a little bit more on that one.
Well, talking about another crime series inspired by real-life events, Melissa McCarthy and Clive Owen will star in a drama series about the murder of JonBenet Ramsey.
The two actors will play Ramsey's parents, Patsy and John. The working title of the series is just her name, JonBenet Ramsey, and it will consist of 8 episodes on Paramount+.
JonBenet was 6 years old when she was found dead in her parents' basement in Boulder, Colorado in December of 1996. The series will follow the family before and after her murder.
While suspicion has swirled around her parents, the Ramseys were never charged and were later cleared by authorities through DNA testing.
Patsy Ramsey died of cancer in 2006. John Ramsey has since remarried and no longer lives in Colorado.
No one's been arrested, and the case remains unsolved to this day. An air date for the series has not yet been provided.
Well, music has lost another one. The rapper who goes by Rich Homie Quan has died.
The Atlanta-based artist, whose real name is DeQuantis Lamar, was just 33 years old. Quan played a large role in bringing the trap genre of hip-hop to the mainstream.
He's known for his 2013 hit Type Away, and in 2015 his song Flex, Ooh 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 Ooh, became popular on the now-defunct video social media platform Vine. Users posted videos of themselves imitating the dance moves used in the music video.
No cause of death has been reported, but an autopsy is scheduled for today.
It really makes you feel some type of way. Make you feel some... Okay, I'm done.
Yes.
All right.
Rest in peace.
Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6:30, local leaders and elected officials visited PNNL yesterday to look at a first-of-its-kind electric hybrid research vessel. Details are coming up.
And we have an update on the man accused in the shootings along I-5 in King and Pierce counties. We'll be right back with the next half hour right after this.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled, beefy, melty pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Made burger.
Good burger. The Urology Center at Prosser Memorial Health offers the full spectrum of urology care. Services include kidney stone removal, vasectomy, prostate care and surgery, and treatment for bladder and kidney cancers. Board-certified urologist Dr. Thomas Tu is now accepting new patients.
To build a service that's available for patients here, but to really grow and potentially expand that footprint for Prosser overall is well within our reach.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture. Save like never before with discounts on all your favorite brands during the biggest sale of the season. Or enjoy 0% interest for 5 years and pay over time. But hurry, because these limited time offers end soon.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish living rooms, and quality dining sets are all on sale.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
Driving safely is all about the little things, like giving folks a break, even at unmarked crosswalks, making plenty of space for people riding, and choosing to wait for the next green light by slowing down and stopping on yellow. Because when you're the biggest and the fastest, you've got to be the safest, too. Together, we get there.
Welcome to the Walla Walla Airport, where you'll experience enhanced convenience. Your gateway to adventure has expanded its security checkpoint and upgraded the departure area for your comfort. With free parking and daily Alaska Airline flights to Seattle, your travel plans are easier than ever. Whether you're off to relax or to explore, start your journey smoothly with our improved facilities. Create unforgettable memories today. Book now at alaskaair.com. Your next adventure is just a flight away at Walla Walla Regional Airport, where parking is always free.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Is that house-made guac going on a Carl's Jr. burger? Smooth, zesty, charbroiled beefy, melty pepper jack, cheesy, saucy temptation, crisp bacon too. I give. Give in to the guac bacon burger, only at Carl's Jr. Big burger.
Get burger.
Every locally broadcast game, the Seattle Kraken, all season long on Apple Valley News Now. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Joel.
I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, we're here. We're at the weekend. Josh, is it looking good?
No, our temperature map looks.
That was so abrupt.
Our temperature map looks a lot like the colors that we're wearing today. But maybe we could switch out this for some yellow in the next week.
I hope.
The temperatures will be cooling down. We'll finally start to get
orange and black for Halloween.
We'll start to get into some more fall-like stuff, but we do have to endure this weekend first. Right now, you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart, and it's not looking as bad out there as it did when the retreat fire was, burning in full force, but it still doesn't look great. Definitely some haze out there for this morning, and the haze will be increasing, or at least overall, it's going to be much more prevalent for today and tomorrow as opposed to what we've been dealing with over the past couple of weeks. Temperatures this morning, mostly in the 50s and 60s. It's a little bit warmer up in the foothills of the Blues. I think all of us need some sort of jacket for this morning. A little bit later today, it's going to be toasty out there. We'll be about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year, so we'll end up being near 100. And remember, it's going to feel hotter than that in the direct sunshine. So here's some tips to take to heart through the weekend. If you're going to be taking the pets on a walk, the earlier the better. If the kids are going to be outside, be sure that they're staying hydrated. Be sure that you're staying hydrated. If you're going to be working outside, especially take breaks in the shade and check on those vulnerable populations, specifically the elderly. So the heat, that's going to pose a risk for this weekend, and that in turn is going to pose a fire start potential. I'll show you some of the metrics to back that up coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. We're starting this half hour off with an update on the man accused in a shooting spree along Interstate 5 in King and Pierce counties.
44-year-old Eric Perkins is now facing multiple charges for assault with a deadly weapon related to at least 8 shootings on I-5 and in the city of Bothell. And these shootings left 6 people injured.
2 victims were hospitalized with gunshot wounds to the torso and to the neck. 3 others had non-life-threatening injuries to their legs, and 1 woman was hit in the eye with broken glass from the gunfire. As investigators develop more evidence, Perkins could see more charges.
An assault charge, you don't have to be hit by a bullet. You can be shot at, and that's a felony assault. The key is the evidence that we can prove beyond a reasonable doubt in each of those cases. But what we want to get in front of the court right away.
According to court documents, Perkins told investigators he borrowed a Glock 40 handgun from a friend because he believed people were stealing his identity, making threats, and following him. And also that quote, the threats made him fear for his life.
Court records indicate Perkins believed he was being followed while driving and people were trying to run him off the road, though Washington State Patrol says the shootings were likely random.
In Spokane County, the Freeman High School shooter will be resentenced today, just 1 week shy of 7 years since the shooting. Caleb Sharp was 15 years old when he shot and killed one of his classmates and injured 3 others in 2017.
He was originally sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. A court of appeals vacated the sentence because state law says minors who commit a crime when they're under the age of 16 can't be required to serve a fixed term of more than 25 years in prison.
In continuing coverage, the father of the accused Appalachia high school shooter has been arrested and charged in connection with the crime. Colin Gray was booked into the Barrow County Detention Center yesterday evening on 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter. He's also facing 2 counts of second-degree murder and 8 counts of cruelty to children.
Gray has admitted to buying the AR-style rifle used in the mass shooting as a Christmas present for his 14-year-old son, Colt Gray. Colt will have his first court appearance today, and prosecutors plan to try him as an adult. U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell joined local leaders and elected officials at the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory SQUIM lab yesterday.
They were celebrating the dedication of the RV Resilience, a first-of-its-kind electric hybrid powered research vessel. When running on just electricity, the catamaran is almost completely silent and emissions-free, which will allow it to collect data without disturbing wildlife.
Scientists from PNNL will be using the Resilience to study the environmental impacts of harnessing marine energy. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Wings Over Walla Walla is underway, and we take an in-depth look at the event after the break.
Stacy Lee, KevKVU First Alert Weather. Watch tonight.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Phones were made to help us connect, yet somehow they've made us less connected. Which is ironic. Don't you think? We try to put our phones down, but we need to pick them up to see the menu. We can't watch something without also watching something else. Ironic. Ironic. But look, here's a phone company who wants you to use your phone less. That's ironic. Yeah, but in a good way. Let's find us again with Us Mode. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Traffic jam. Ugh, and I'm already late.
Hey, Tri-Cities. It's Eric the Peanut Guy with your Tri-City Dust Devils. It's the final week of Dust Devils baseball in 2024, so don't miss your chance to catch a game and give me a high five. Friday, September 6th, it's Family Feast Night with $2 hot dogs and more, thanks to Atomic Dermatology. And a Rooster Tails jersey auction, thanks to BNSF Railway. On Saturday, we'll light up the September sky with fireworks, thanks to Cascade Natural Gas. Visit the official ticket site at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Discover the luxury of Mr. Mattress, locally owned and operated in the Uptown Mall in Richland. Experience top quality mattresses, bedding, and adjustable bases, all at wholesale prices. Enjoy free delivery in the Tri-Cities. Feel the comfort and quality in every product. Visit Mr. Mattress at 1395 George Washington Way in Richland. Mr. Mattress, your gateway to a better night's sleep.
Craving our world-famous hand-rolled crisp burritos with creamy, bacony, chipotle, smoky goodness? Try our new smoky pork crisp burrito for a limited time. When you know what you want, anytime is taco time.
It's the true crime story of the summer.
The trial of Karen Reed is now underway. She's accused of killing her boyfriend, a Boston police officer.
Pleading not guilty.
Now Karen Reed speaking out fully for herself. The all-new 2020 tonight on ABC.
Our son and his 3 roommates came home, 4 wrestlers in our house.
Let me tell you about feeding 4 wrestlers.
Next 5, Edie Falco plus bargains with Monica Mangan. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Okay, so we've established that it's going to be hot as we head into this weekend, and it's also going to be pretty dry. And now I'll show you the numbers to back up the dry portion of it. So here's today's vegetation dryness. Keep in mind that today we don't really have any lightning in the forecast. The breezes should be pretty light, but it's still going to be very dry out there. The 100th percentile will be the driest vegetation on record. We're going to be up into the 90th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 81st percentile for the Lower Columbia Basin, up into the 88th percentile in the Blue Mountains. So that is certainly nothing to scoff at, but I'm much more concerned about Sunday. Now, for Saturday, we do have little thunderstorm chances up in the Cascades, but those chances are more widespread into Sunday, so that's why we're going to hone in on Sunday in particular. Okay, so for Kittitas and Yakima counties, up into the 91st percentile now, with breezes and thunderstorms in the forecast, so a double whammy. Then for the Lower Columbia Basin, the breezes not as concerning, but there will be a thunderstorm chance, specifically more so over in portions of Walla Walla County, more in Umatilla counties. Those fuels will be up into the 86th percentile. And then for the Blue Mountains, this is probably where I'm most concerned about things. This is where we've had our biggest fires thus far this fire season, so there will be a chance for lightning over vegetation dryness that's going to be up into the 94th percentile. So that's all concerning, but thankfully we do have some big time relief on the way next week in the form of some shower chances, also some much cooler high temperatures. I'll show you just how cool and fall-like we trend into next week. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Talking now about an event involving airplanes and World War II history is underway at the Walla Walla Regional Airport.
Apple Valley News Now's Lucy Lobdell tells us about Wings Over Walla Walla.
It's all about planes, history, and community, according to Craig Woolham, founder of DW Distillery and one of the organizers for the Wings Over Walla Walla. The annual event from 1948 to 2004 was an air show, but when it was brought back 3 years ago, organizers took a different approach.
We wanted was something where people would be able to come to the planes and fly in the planes, and that way they have a really visceral experience to really have a connection to what people went through in the 1940s.
The main highlights this weekend are these two airframes, the P-40 Kitty Hawk and the AT-6 Texan from the Erickson Aircraft Collection in Central Oregon.
We have a static display, which includes several other private planes which come in, just so people can see a lot of different airframes. So it's not all about these two, these are just the only two that you can fly in.
Craig says maintenance and fuel are expensive for these planes, and thus, so are the tickets to ride in them. If you don't have the $1,000 to $2,000 for a flight, you can participate in the scavenger hunt or pay for a $40 raffle ticket to win a flight. But there's also more to see than the planes designed in 1930.
We only bring the ones up that people can take a ride in, so they have to be two-seaters or more, and that way it's a little bit more of a draw, as well as there's a way to actually defray the costs of having them come down.
There's public speakers, barbecuing, and conversations scheduled until Sunday when the planes depart.
And today, Rebecca Hom will be at the event to tell stories about the Women Air Force Service pilots.
More information about the event can be found at dwdistilling.net.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth will let us know what to expect for the weekend in your full forecast.
Also still ahead, we've got a recap on all of our top stories. That's coming up in your morning sprint. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
The Labor Day savings have been extended. One more week at Walker's Furniture. Save like never before with discounts on all your favorite brands during the biggest sale of the season. Or enjoy 0% interest for 5 years and pay over time. But hurry, because these limited time offers end soon.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish living rooms, and quality dining sets are all on sale.
Enjoy extended Labor Day style and savings this week at Walker's.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Healthy, clear-looking skin is always on trend, but as we age, our texture and tone can change.
Meet Curve Appeal's Photo Fabulous, an optimally tailored treatment that addresses the early signs of aging and provides noticeable results for pigmentation, age or sunspots, fine lines, and overall skin appearance. Book a consultation today to get camera ready and save up to $750 with the September special. Visit curveappealtc.com to get started.
For generations, hardworking people have relied on Ford F-Series trucks, making them America's best-selling trucks 47 years straight. Introducing the new 2024 Ford F-150 and Ford Super Duty, the 2024 North American Truck of the Year. This is the next generation of built Ford tough. See your Ford dealer today and celebrate leadership with special offers on Ford F-Series.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. There is still a red flag warning in place for the Williams mine fire. It runs until 11 p.m. for this evening. There were similar conditions in place yesterday, and the northern flank of that fire really blew up. So we'll see if the same thing happens again for today, as the setup is going to be similar. We'll be hot, we'll be dry. The heat advisory will last until 9 p.m. on Saturday. I have a suspicion it'll get extended until Sunday. I'll show you evidence to back that up in a second. But for today, very hot, 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year. We'll be near 100 in the Tri-Cities. In fact, near 100 for most spots. It's going to feel even hotter than that in the sunshine. We'll have plenty of sunshine today. It's going to be very hazy sunshine, though. And then for tonight, overnight lows struggle to make it below 60 degrees. We'll maybe do that in the Tri-Cities and Connell, but we're going to be in the upper 50s. Into tomorrow, it's going to be another hot and hazy day. You see, by the time we get to Sunday, cooling off just a smidge, though. We'll still be about 10 to 15 degrees above average for this time of the year, but watch what happens into next week. It's just going to be unrecognizable outside, as we'll have highs that'll drop to values about 5 to 10 degrees below average for a change. So feeling pretty fall-like. Also, that'll coincide with some little shower chances. Looking much better for Wednesday as opposed to Thursday. But before we get to that, we do have some lightning chances in the forecast for tomorrow up in the Cascades. A much better chance on Sunday, and that's going to be a more equal affair. So that potential of lightning over very dry fuels will pose a risk for fires to start and spread quickly. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, near 100 through Sunday, turning much cooler by midweek next week. Then for Yakima, small thunderstorm chances for Sunday. A cooler and wetter pattern sets in for next week. And then for Ellensburg, a very dangerous fire weather setup on Sunday with that chance for lightning. Also tracking some very breezy conditions starting on Sunday. So really a double whammy when it comes to the fire setup in the Kittitas Valley. And then for Hermiston, triple-digit heat possible for Friday and Saturday. It'll feel like a completely different season by the time we get to Wednesday. And then for Walla Walla, thunderstorm chances increasing for Sunday, trending much cooler after that with showers possible again by Wednesday and Thursday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Karen Reed speaking out.
Did you kill John O'Keefe?
Prosecutors accusing then 41-year-old Reed of hitting her boyfriend, police officer John O'Keefe, with her SUV in 2022 after a night of drinking, and then leaving him to die in the snow. Reed has denied the accusations. And this morning on GMA and tonight on 2020, Karen Reed is giving her full version of what she says happened that night.
Now I have an immense sense of dread.
Do you expect to see him like lying on the street drunk?
Yeah.
Or passed out?
I was worried he might have gotten hit by a plow.
And coming up at 7 a.m. and tonight on a special edition of 2020, we'll have much more of our interview with Karen Reed. With your GMA First Look, I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, New York.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 6:50. It's time for your morning sprint, and we're going to start off in national news. Today, the New York judge overseeing former President Donald Trump's hush money case will announce his decision on whether to delay Trump's sentencing date. The timing of the decision comes after Trump's lawyers asked a federal appeals court this week to stop sentencing until after Election Day. And according to the court filing, the former president is currently scheduled to be sentenced on September 18th.
Earlier this year, Trump was convicted of 34 charges of falsifying records that stemmed from his hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The former president is fighting to move the state case to federal court.
Hunter Biden pleaded guilty to all 9 charges in his federal tax case yesterday, and the district judge in LA has accepted his plea. Sentencing is scheduled for December 16th. The prosecution did not object to the date, which was proposed by the judge.
The president's son has now officially pleaded guilty to 1 count of felony tax evasion, 2 counts of felony filing fraudulent tax returns, 4 misdemeanor counts of failing to pay taxes, and 2 misdemeanor counts of failing to file tax returns. The guilty plea came in an all-day hearing on the same day that his trial was supposed to begin with jury selection.
The Starliner spacecraft is scheduled to come home tonight, weather permitting. Astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams are staying on the ISS.
The astronauts are scheduled to return in a SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule in February. However, NASA says a modified Dragon capsule will remain at the ISS in case of an emergency.
In your business news, the Department of Transportation has launched a formal investigation into the frequent flyer programs of 4 big airlines. That's American, Delta, Southwest, and United.
The CEOs are being asked to send data on how passengers can accrue and spend frequent flyer miles. This is to see how customers are affected by the devaluation of earned points, extra fees, hidden pricing, and reduced choices. The airlines have 90 days to provide all the documents. In your health headlines, thousands of drug manufacturing plants are overdue for FDA inspections. AP has found about 2,000 pharmaceutical manufacturing firms have gone without an inspection since before the pandemic.
The COVID-19 pandemic is being blamed for the backlog as it shut down inspections worldwide. The overdue plants make hundreds of critical medicines, including antibiotics, blood thinners, and cancer therapies.
In your sports headlines this morning, the series finale for the Seattle Mariners and the Oakland A's took place last night.
The Mariners won 6-4 to split the series in Oakland. Meanwhile, the Houston Astros lost again, so Seattle is just 4.5 games back of first place in the AL West with 21 games to go.
Soccer legend Cristiano Ronaldo makes history once again, becoming the first man to score 900 goals. It happened in Portugal's UEFA Nations League match against Croatia yesterday.
Portugal went on to beat Croatia 2-1, and according to ESPN, Lionel Messi sits in second place with 842 goals, and Brazilian legend Pelé is third with 765 goals.
Here are the top 5 local things you need to know this morning. Community partners in Yakima are revitalizing the Gang Reduction and Intervention Task Force. The task force, also known as GRIT, brought local organizations, authorities, and schools together to find ways to prevent youth gang violence. GRIT received some initial funding in 2018, but when the program stalled and it ran out of money. Community partners are now working to recruit more people to help them make a difference moving forward.
Fire officials are investigating the cause of a fire on Bateman Island yesterday. The fire broke out around 3 p.m. and spread quickly because of the dry and windy conditions. Kennewick Fire, Benton County Fire District 4, and Richland Police were just a few of the agencies at the scene. And we're working to learn more, and we'll bring you an update once we do.
A GoFundMe has been set up to support a Pasco family that lost everything in a house fire Tuesday night. The family of 11 had to leave their home because of a fire in the garage. According to the creator of that GoFundMe, everything in the house was lost to either fire or smoke damage. The family friend is hoping the community will donate to help fund the purchase of essentials and temporary housing.
The Grace Kitchen's biggest fundraiser of the year is coming up. The Grace Gala is on October 25th at 6 p.m. at the Three Rivers Convention Center. It's the 3rd annual gala where the community raises money to support the women in employment at the Grace Kitchen. It's a nonprofit that gives survivors of trafficking, addiction, homelessness, and poverty the opportunity to get a job and learn life skills.
The Wings Over Walla Walla event is underway at the Walla Walla Regional Airport. Various planes will be on display at Gorge Aviation. You can even catch a ride on 2 World War II era planes. But if you can't afford the $1,000 flight, there is a $40 raffle and a scavenger hunt to win a flight. Check this out. New research is shining a light on the solar system's largest moon.
The study published in the Scientific Reports Journal Tuesday says a major asteroid may have crashed into Jupiter's Ganymede moon roughly 4 billion years ago, causing its axis to shift. Some astronomers say that's why there's a pattern of concentric circles on Ganymede's surface.
More information on the moon is on the way eventually. The Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer from the European Space Agency is on track to reach Jupiter's solar system in no time by 2031.
No time
Also, check this out. A 12-year-old kid in Arizona thought that getting his own phone would be the highlight of his year, but nope, he got a big surprise.
That surprise? He started getting hundreds of text messages that were meant for NFL player Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, it turned out the boy, Lincoln Schreck's new phone, had Pearsall's old phone number. Now, Pearsall is a wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers who's recovering after being shot in the chest during an attempted robbery. He went to high school in Tempe, which is when he had the Arizona cell phone number.
And the 12-year-old is now getting well wishes from Pearsall's old friends.
Wow. Well, the tween says he wants Pearsall to know that his former classmates are thinking of him and that he's getting even more support than he realizes.
How sweet. And is our weather looking sweet, Josh?
It is, but next week we got some bitterness to get through for this weekend. We do have a heat advisory that is in place until 9 p.m. on Saturday, although I do think that this could get extended until Sunday. Right now, temperatures are in the 50s and 60s. A little bit later today, most of us will end up near 100. It's going to feel hotter than that in the sunshine, plenty of haze up in the sky, but look at this. It's still pretty hot through Sunday, but it's going to be a whole new world for Wednesday and Thursday. Also, shower chances going up for Wednesday. Not so much for Thursday, but before we get to that, little thunderstorm chances for Saturday and Sunday, so we'll continue to track the fire start potential very close.
Thank you, Josh, and thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find the latest updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.